So peeps, early Tech. So the tablet market is seemingly getting bigger and bigger every year. And what we have here today is the OPPO Pad 5 Matte Display Edition with 5G cellular. Those two features alone already hint who this tablet is designed for. But out in the sea of tablet options out there, is this thing worth checking out? You're about to find out in this review. Let's dive right in. At first glance, I would say the OPPO Pad 5 definitely shows off a premium vibe. Our unit is in the Starlight Black colorway, sporting a metallic satin-like finish across the back panel. However, my one gripe is it tends to be a fingerprint magnet, so I'd suggest slapping on a case whenever possible. Thankfully, I always have my handy fiber cloth with me, so in this case, I have been wiping it clean religiously from time to time. Despite the large size, having a 12.1-inch display, the tablet is still pretty lightweight. It weighs only 597 grams and measures 6.83mm thin. The tablet doesn't come with any ingress protection though, which I already expected since most tablets out there don't really have extra protection in mind. For buttons and ports, in landscape orientation facing the screen, the power button, two speaker grills, and the SIM tray slot are all found on the left side. Meanwhile, on the right side, it has a USB-C in between two more speaker grills. Up top, there's the volume rocker on the left part, and there's nothing on the bottom. Flipping over to the front, not gonna lie, the display is one of the tablet's strongest suits. Again, it features a 12.1-inch IPS LCD panel with 2.8K resolution and supports for a smooth 120Hz refresh rate. Of course, let's not forget that anti-glare matte display, which I find useful and effective at reducing reflections, especially when I'm using it outdoors. It can reach up to 900 nits in high brightness mode, so I could still see the screen even under direct sunlight. Not to mention, the bezels here are thin and uniform all around. Unfortunately, our unit didn't come with any accessories such as stylus or a keyboard case, so there's nothing much to write home about its palm rejection or how satisfying it would have been to write on its matte display. Now, talking about the multimedia experience, it has been absolutely great, and I'm not even exaggerating here. I have genuinely enjoyed watching movies, scrolling on socials, and listening to music using this tablet. It has a quad speaker setup and Dolby Atmos support, and in my experience, the audio quality is loud and immersive with incredibly punchy bass that doesn't bleed over to the mids, and the highs are detailed. Now for biometrics, the OPPO Pad 5 only supports face unlock that generally works reliably and quickly. Just make sure to set up either a pattern or passcode as an added layer of security. Moving on to cameras. This segment isn't really a priority when it comes to tablets, and it shows. The OPPO Pad 5 features an 8-megapixel sensor for both the rear and front-facing cameras. Looking at our sample shots, these are serviceable at best. Clarity is not the best since there's no autofocus here, and the color reproduction is a hit or miss, generally looking a bit flat. And the dynamic range isn't as wide with mostly blown-out highlights and crushed shadows. Selfies are okay, able to produce natural skin tones and a more acceptable exposure. However, the quality degrades drastically once you use it in dim environments. For video capture, both the front and rear cameras can record up to a maximum of 1080p at 30 frames per second. And as you would have guessed already, the video quality is okay as long as you have steady hands. It's lacking any form of stabilization, so expect most of your videos are shaky. Also, the output looks weirdly a bit grayish. So peeps, early Tech, right now we're using the OPPO Pad 5's front-facing camera and it's shooting at 1080p at 30 frames per second. So tell us your thoughts about the camera capability. With all that said, these cameras will still come in handy for quick snaps, document scanning, and of course, online meetings. Powering the OPPO Pad 5 is the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 Ultra chipset combined with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of expandable storage. Yes, you heard that right. This tablet comes with a dedicated microSD slot, at least for the cellular unit that we have. Going back to performance, the tablet delivers well for the most part. Navigation around is smooth, app loading times are fairly quick, and jumping from different apps didn't cause any obvious slowdowns. Looking at her benchmark results, the tablet managed to get solid numbers. In Antutu version 11, it almost hit 1,000,000 points, and in a graphical test like 3D Mark, it was able to pass about 19 FPS of average frame rate. That says a lot already about its gaming performance. Playing MOBA and shooter games like Mobile Legends and Call of Duty Mobile, this game runs smoothly even if the graphics settings were set to Ultra. Meanwhile, for more demanding games like Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves, the average frame rate hovered around 40 FPS in low to medium graphics with minimal stutters. The backplate warmed up for a bit during sustained gameplay, but it didn't reach a point when it was uncomfortably hot to the touch. Now jumping onto the software side, the OPPO Pad 5 runs on the latest ColorOS 16 built on top of Android 16. In terms of UI design, ColorOS looks very modern, having sleek animation all throughout the system. I also like that you'd get so many customization options like changing the app icons, experimenting with different themes, and personalizing the lock screen. First-party OPPO apps are present here along with a few bloatware apps that you can easily remove if you want to. Aside from customization, the tablet also has AI tools available to help boost productivity. There's AI Writer, AI Translate, and AI Voice Scribe alongside Google Gemini, Circle to Search, and some AI editing tools present inside the Photos app. And for software support, the tablet is promised to get 2 major OS upgrades and 3 years of security patches. When it comes to tablet experience, having a long battery life is pretty much a necessity. The OPPO Pad 5 Matte Display Edition packs a 10,050 mAh battery paired with 33 watts of wired charging. With that massive capacity, I really had high expectations. In our PC Mark battery life test, the tablet only lasted 14 hours and 28 minutes. That number is quite underwhelming, but considering this tablet has a massive screen, that result kind of makes sense. On the bright side, our video loop test did it some justice. It passed 19 hours and 49 minutes of uptime, which is significantly a better result. What's a bit of a letdown is the absence of a power brick, and only included a USB A to C cable in the box. Connectivity-wise, our unit supports 5G cellular, Wi-Fi 6, and Bluetooth 5.4. Before going into our verdict, let's talk about the price. The OPPO Pad 5 Matte Display Edition retails for 25,999 pesos for the Wi-Fi variant and 28,999 pesos for the 5G cellular variant. Each comes with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. The OPPO Pad 5 Matte Display Edition is one prime example that OPPO can make a tablet that feels premium, powerful, and fun to use, all achievable in the mid-range scene. From its large and smooth display to its loud quad speakers, the experience feels immersive whether you're watching movies, attending classes, working on tasks, and playing games. Overall performance is also reliable, handling everyday use and even heavy gaming on the side without major problems. Plus, the sleek design makes it look more expensive than it actually is. At its price, the tablet delivers a balanced package for students, casual users, gamers, and even content creators alike who want a stylish and dependable companion for both productivity and entertainment on the go every day. And that's it! What do you think of the OPPO Pad 5 Matte Display Edition? Will you purchase it for your daily grind? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this video helpful, drop a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon to be updated on our latest videos. Also follow us on our socials for more tech news and reviews. Again, this is Earl, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.